Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over and update Bitcoin, go over the markets a little bit, and let you guys know all is not lost, guys. All is not lost with Bitcoin. Okay. Is there potential downside? There is. Of course, there always is potential downside. So, um, is it the higher probability down or up? Can't really answer that question. It's like a flip of a quarter right now. So I'm just waiting for what I'm doing, guys. I'm waiting for Bitcoin to break these certain levels to get confirmation, which for me, the first one is the 19,500 and then start breaking these levels right over here. Okay. To me, these are significant levels. I mentioned before, it's on top of that wave over there. And then if you come over to the top of that wave over there. So this is pretty significant. If it busts through there, that's definitely negative for Bitcoin. But what I will do to be on the safe side is I have some long positions in the altcoin with the altcoins, and I'll just hedge it and short in the meantime because I still think there's going to be upside potential with Bitcoin, and I don't think there's going to be this massive dump like people are thinking. I'm not seeing it, guys. This is either the sustainable low. Is there a possibility of a 15, 16,000? Yeah, there is. I had that. I was kind of hoping that Bitcoin was going to do that earlier in the game, and it didn't want to for me. I had a 15 to $16,000 target right below that low. And could it do that? It could. 10, 12,000? I don't see it, guys. I just don't see it happening with Bitcoin. It's too, the momentum, and it really needs to get up, in my opinion. It needs to get up a lot higher to get this momentum up a little bit more to get a pretty substantial dump down there. So, and if you look at like the MACD, just as an example, guys, taking a look at the MACD on Bitcoin is another thing I was checking out. The MACD is at the lowest it's ever been. There is a bullish cross on the MACD. Not that that really means anything. It could be a false signal. However, just where it is in the selling, the momentum for it to go down with Bitcoin is just, it's not there. So if you look at the traditional financial markets like this, these are the canary in the coal mines, which I mentioned before, like the NASDAQ here has done a dump. What is this going to do? No telling if this is the 5 up for a B. There's going to be a swing up here soon with it after it completes this wave down here. It's going to swing up. Is it swinging back down in an ABC? It could do that and still maintain those lows. Is it coming down in a 5-wave impulse? I doubt it, guys, just because if this sequence is part of this sequence, it's going to do a 3-wave swing over here. So it'll be, like A, B, C, like that, more than likely A, B, C to finish it off possibly with the NASDAQ. So I'm not too concerned with it quite. Well, I am a little bit with it right now, but as far as what I'm thinking with Bitcoin is probably Bitcoin will be in a range, let's just say something like this for a period of time, just really, really driving people crazy or something like that. Maybe 3, 4, 5 months or something. Maybe come down, test those lows or do something like that, guys, is what I'm looking for. The reason why I say that is I'm going to go over some boring charts with you. Nobody likes to really discuss, but I think it's important, especially for the DXY, is this is going to peak up here, 110.4, 110.5. It could spike up to 112, 113, but it's in my opinion, it's in an ending diagonal. Not only is the whole thing that the DXY is doing right here is an ending diagonal, it's making a little tiny, its 5th wave is an ending diagonal. Go up to those areas, and then that's going to relieve a lot of pressure off all the markets, the risk on assets. And then the 10-year notes, this is more for the traditional markets like the NASDAQ, the SPX, etc. And those players pay more attention to this, but this is important to pay attention to even if you're with Bitcoin, because if the NASDAQ is dumping, then more likely Bitcoin is at least will be dumping too, if you will. Even though the NASDAQ really took a nosedive and Bitcoin didn't really do that bad. If you think about it, it really didn't compared to what happened over there. So with the 10-year notes, it's in a topping pattern too, in my opinion. Is there more upside? Yeah, I think I had a target of about 3.6 to 3.9 or something like that with the 10-year notes. And this is in a rising, what you call rising wedge, just like so, with third wave peak there, and it's a 1-2-1-2. It completed the that wave right there, swung back down in this 4, and now it's swinging back up into another 5-wave sequence to give you the massive amount of bearish divergence from that wave to that wave. And then this wave will come up complete, giving you massive bearish divergence up at that wave. And then the 10-year notes, wherever they end up, will complete that cycle. Now realize, realize with this is a slow mover. So it could take, just get from there to there. It could take it weeks, possibly even months. It could just hang out in there. So that's what I'm looking at. Those are going to peak. The DXY are going to peak. The 2-year notes will be peaking. So 2 months, 3 months, or something like that, there's going to be a significant change, in my opinion. And then Bitcoin, I think the deal is with that is that, don't mess with this. I think if Bitcoin ranges kind of like in this area, guys, is kind of what I'm going to be checking out with Bitcoin. Then with the dominance, here's the Bitcoin dominance chart. It's just keeps trending down. And I think that it's going to have a little bit more. The RSI is going to touch this trend more than likely and keep bringing this down. So what does that mean? In my opinion, that means that you'll be able to find, decent coins to get into, maybe like Cosmos or something like that. I'm going to do an update on Cosmos. This coin is Defying Gravity, but I'm kind of just looking at the altcoin market, guys. And, overall, if it wasn't for Bitcoin, if I took everything away and I looked at the altcoin market, it actually doesn't look that bad. So I'm looking for plays in there and to see what could happen. Like, for example, let's take a look at Phantom. Take a look at Phantom real quick on a 4-hour chart. And, Phantom is in a correction. It's in my box area already. And it did a nice swing out of there. In my opinion, a bullish sequence. It come down and correct. I made a Twitter post talking about 3 to 5x your cryptocurrency portfolio between now and the end of the year. And I do think that's possible that you could do something like that. So some asset like Phantom right here that did this swing, it could, in my opinion, this is what I'm going to be checking out at a minimum. Let's say it's just in a corrective swing and then it's up over there. Could Phantom go up to, say, 50 cents or even 75 cents on a swing like that? While Bitcoin is just sitting in this range, in this area? It could, guys. It could easily. It went from, let me see, what was its low over here? 19 cents on this swing up that Phantom did, 113%. Could it do it again over here? It definitely could do it again. So just, I'm using Phantom as an example, as one that I'd be looking at. Even possibly Solana or any of these other coins. Lito's been a good play for this last little deal. And I think that's where it's going to be at, guys. Quant's doing really well. I'm just going through the list and checking it out that, there's definitely going to be, I think, even if Bitcoin, Bitcoin's in this area, comes back down, tests those lows, and then it stays around and kind of ranges in this area is more what I'm thinking is going to be going on. I just don't see the dump. I don't see this $10,000 dump down to Bitcoin, guys, 12,000. I don't. The data is not suggesting that. The momentum's slowing up. To me, it's like it's having a difficult time just to try to get down there. So if it does stay in that range and then Bitcoin comes down and it has any movement to the upside, even like this, just like what it did right here, even something similar, and does something like that and gets up into a wave like that, some of these alts over here, guys, are going to really, really be able to move. Because to me, it seems like some of them are at the bottom right now, just playing around with their near the bottom where they are, and some of them seem to be like take example like Metis. Metis, it definitely did a really good swing off the bottom, and now it's just in a correction, and it still looks like it's trying to make its way to my target box. So Metis was a really, really good one. So that's one I'm looking at, 238%, and then you can have another swing over here at a minimum with Metis. So people are on their videos talking about the bear market. That's fine. They can do that. But the problem is when you're so blinded by this, everything has to go down. And then if you're looking at Bitcoin, I think a big mistake that some are doing is looking at Bitcoin. Here's the dominance is going down, and then the price of Bitcoin, they're so wrapped up to paying attention to Bitcoin, they're going to miss opportunities like so right here, like menace could be happening, guys. That's my take on the market. That's what I'm looking for. Do I think Bitcoin has a sustainable bottom right here? So far, yes, I do. I do. Just gonna have to wait to see what's going to go happen with the traditional financial markets, and if it does bust past there, I don't see it going down. Do not see this 10 to 12,000. I just don't see it. I'm looking at the 3x short, and the 3x short, this is going up, Bitcoin to go down, and I'm trying to find a way for this just to keep going up, 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 and I'm not seeing that. So with this BTC 3x short, which you can see this move that it did right here from 25 August all the way up here to 28 August, that's when Bitcoin did this dump right here, right over in this area, right there. And see, it went up. And now I'm trying to find, so, okay, is this going to go up? To me, it's like down, and then it's in here playing around. It looks like another down over here. So I could be wrong about that, but I don't think so. I mean, I don't see another swing up. I mean, look at here's the BTC 3x short. Look at it. It has bearish divergence. It's building up over here like that. So could it go up a little bit more and make some more divergence? It could. So it might have, maybe a swing up over here or something like that to try and bring Bitcoin down a little bit more. But the facts remain is that it's building up a sequence here to tell me that it's topping to swing back down. And if it does, then Bitcoin will be swinging back up. It's really that simple. They're opposite of one another. All right, guys, that's the end of my video with Bitcoin. I'll be updating some other coins that are looking pretty good. As an example, like Cosmos, it's defying gravity right now and just keeps swinging up and up. I have an idea, I think, what I think is going on. So do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Peace.